Shalom. This is the book of Proverbs, the 15th, 15th chapter and the 28th verse. It says, "The heart of the righteous studieth to answer, but the mouth of the wicked poureth out evil things." I want to give, first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Next, double honors to the elder apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered abroad, and for those that are searching out their salvation with fear and trembling before the names of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. This is Hawashai Nawana coming at you from the branch of the Chicago camp, Great Millstone. All right, but coming at you with a lesson quickly to briefly touch on what has already been covered by my teachers and my elders, which is the non-graceful, ugly little display of the IUIC yet again speaking lies and slandering, all right, and slanders, garbage about Great Millstone, and it's it's troublesome to hear because you're speaking on my elders, on my teachers, all right, on the men that I learned from. You don't think that doesn't heat all of us up? It heats us all up in the spirit. It's a bogus attack. It was an under the belt blow, and you're wrong, and we're getting ready to prove it by the scriptures. All right. So, that's the subject matter. But I'm going to stop with the spiritual rant. I'm just going to let these scriptures speak. All right. Proverbs, the 15th chapter and the 28th verse. "The heart of the righteous studieth to answer, but the mouth of the wicked poureth out evil things." All right. Let your yeas be yeas and your nays be nays. Anything other than that cometh of evil. All right. There was too many things that you were saying in there that are, completely off, totally wrong. Especially, especially with the, the whole money order thing. Ain't got no building, ain't got this, they're bums, and then, wild. And for anybody who is, hearing this lesson, I'm going to do my best to go ahead and find the one that I had looked at, but and put it in the info in the comments, whatnot. So, look for that. Anyway, but moving on. Let's go down here. All right, the 31st verse and down. It says, "The ear that heareth the reproof of life abideth among the wise." And this is one of the reasons why they're so pissed off, is because we see the holes in their doctrine, we call them out on it, we ask them about it, and then we edify our flock, and we tell them repeatedly that they're wrong. My elders and my teachers have, and through that I've been edified many a times over on certain aspects of different scriptures. All right, and that's what it's done. It's just been for the edification portion. All right, but at the same time, you will not hear reproof. Y'all do not hear reproof, man, and y'all are waxing worse and worse. All right, "The ear that heareth the reproof of life abideth among the wise. He that refuseth instruction despiseth his own soul. But he that heareth reproof getteth understanding. The fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom, and before honor is humility." And speaking personally, it doesn't really look like y'all are on the humility side of things. I mean, for real. It seems like it's very, very, proud and prideful over there, and it's just me, right? But there you go. Let's go to Proverbs, the 16th chapter and the 6th verse. All right. "By mercy and truth iniquity is purged, and by the fear of the Lord men depart from evil." And that's another thing, we're dealing with one another even. Why not fear the Lord? Before we even speak to one another, should we not fear the Lord and know that the Lord reigns among the kingdom of men? All right, that we might be talking to one of his chosen, so that maybe we might want to not bridle our tongues, but at the same time maybe season our words, maybe say the things that are correct, maybe do them in the decent fashion. All right, I mean, we can start with not lying. You know what I'm saying? You could start with that. But, where's the fear at? That was in 6. Just thinking. right here in verse 27. All right, Proverbs 16 and verse 27. An ungodly man diggeth up evil, and in his lips there is a burning fire. And when you got that mic and you got to talking, they're a bunch of bums. You know, they don't even have an address, and they tell their congregation to send blank money orders over to them, and this and that. That. You know, that's an impossibility. You can't do that. But yet, there you are speaking those things. I mean, it's recorded. You know. Anyway, moving on. Let's go to the book of Sirach. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus. Ecclesiasticus, the 37th chapter, in the 13th and 14th verse. All right. It says, and let the counsel of thine own heart stand, for there is no man more faithful unto thee than it. It's not. Yeah, it is. Here we go. The next verse. All right. For a man's mind is sometimes wont to tell him more than 7 watchmen that sit above in an high tower. And above all this, pray to the Most High that He will direct thy way in truth. Salakia. Well, you know what? Here, we're just going to stick with this point right here, opposing me, looking for the other scripture. This one fits as well, but it says right here, for a man's mind is sometimes wont to tell him more than seven watchmen that sit above in a high tower. So when you were saying those things that you were saying, you didn't have what they would call a conscience, right? That would speak to you saying, oh shit, maybe I'm kind of going off a little bit, right? There's a scripture where it says, man, you should have put your hand over your mouth. Like what? You don't fear to say things that are wrong like that and to slander? Man. And to lie? With all that many ears listening and hearing, and it's recorded and everything. You didn't think, man. That's roughed up, man. That's roughed up. So it's the 21st. So the 21st chapter and the 7th verse. Alright? That's roughed up. You didn't think like this. An eloquent man is known far and near, but a man of understanding knoweth when he slippeth. You didn't figure that you were slipping? You didn't figure that you were like, oh shit, There was no moment of clarity there. There was no turning back around of your words. You're too proud to turn around and to say, oops, you know what, maybe don't do like that, I was just off on a rant, and then calm the crowd down about it, like, yeah, I was just, none of that, nothing. An eloquent man is known far and near, but a man of understanding knoweth when he slippeth. Letting the scriptures talk. I'm not saying no more on it. Bam. Right here, Ecclesiastes, the 21st chapter and the 25th verse. It says, the lips of talkers will be telling such things as pertain not... What is this? Come on now. Of course it would. The 25th verse right here. It says, the lips of talkers will be telling such things as pertain not unto them. But the words of such as have understanding are weighed in the balance. All right? You got to sitting there talking about things that, what do they pertain to you for? Like, what's up? They don't have a building. They don't have no order. They don't, they got their congregation, with blank money orders and they ain't got no jobs. Just, all the full-on rant that you was going through. Yeah. Ridiculous. All right? But it says, but the words of such as have understanding are weighed in the balance. All right? What does it say? The heart of fools is in their mouth, but the mouth of the wise is in their heart. Salakia. Salakia. Where are we at? In their heart, right? 26th verse. The heart of fools is in their mouth, but the mouth of the wise is in their heart. That's your lob, all right? And we're taking things and we weigh them in a balance. That's what you're supposed to do. You don't want to be snared by your mouth. Let's go to Proverbs, the 21st chapter. Proverbs, the 21st chapter. Right here in the 23rd verse. It says, whoso keepeth his mouth and his tongue keepeth his soul from troubles. All right? That says it all. Whoso keepeth his mouth and his tongue keepeth his soul from troubles. You were speaking a lot of slanderous things. Every single word we're going to have to give an account there for. All right? Every single word. Even the idle words. All right? Hey, the next verse, just because it's fire too. Proud and haughty scorner is his name, who dealeth in proud wrath. And that's really what your mouth sounded like. It sounded like a proud type of wrath. They don't have no building. They don't have no order. What are you matching that up to? You talking about your buildings? Are you talking about your orders? You talking about your garments? My goodness. Yeah. Proverbs 30. Let me go to Proverbs 30 and the 32nd verse. So, hey, son. I know. Daddy's busy. All right. Salakia. So, this is Proverbs, the 30th chapter and the 32nd verse. It says, if thou hast done foolishly in lifting up thyself, or if thou hast thought evil, lay thy hand upon thy mouth. All right. Like I said, eloquent man is known far and near, and a man of understanding, he knows when he slippeth. Like, you had no, it's mind blowing almost that you just went on that rant like that and did that. I don't know, but hey, you did foolishly. I never mind. Hey, gloves off. All right, no, you did foolishly. That was bogus, and you lied, and it's recorded. All right, not only in the heavens but also by brothers. All right, if thou hast done foolishly in lifting up thyself, which you definitely did that. You know you was big up, and never mind. In lifting up thyself, or if thou hast thought evil, lay thine hand upon thy mouth. Surely the churning of milk bringeth forth butter, and the wringing of the nose bringeth forth blood. So the forcing of wrath bringeth forth strife. You did it on purpose, and it's all good. It's going to come out for edification purposes, all right? That's it. Ecclesiastes, the 10th chapter. Ecclesiastes, the 10th chapter. At first verse. Dead flies cause the ointment of the apothecary. I forget this word. Apothecary. For edification purposes, all right? I already looked it up and I checked it out. Apothecary. Right? Apothecary, all right? So it says apothecary, a person who prepared and sold medicines and drugs. So, and also fragrances and things of that nature. It's a merchant, all right? Those little kiosks in the mall or whatever the case, you could imagine it'd be one of them, right? He prepares things, right? So, apothecary, right? Apothecary, all right? Apothecary, all right? Dead flies cause the ointment of the apothecary to send forth a stinking savor. So he made it to be of a perfume, but dead flies on it, it gives a stinking savor. It doesn't smell good with dead flies on it. All right? Once again, dead flies cause the ointment of the apothecary to send forth a stinking savor. So doth a little folly him that is in reputation for wisdom and honor. Now check it. If you're one of those high men, all right, it's like I forget his name or whatever the case, but it doesn't matter. You got a mic and you're sitting in front of the congregation, you're doing your whole thing, and everybody is sitting down there listening and taking notes. Then you are that person in reputation for wisdom and honor in that place, right? Okay then. So that was that little bit of folly, all right? So doth a little folly on him that is in reputation for wisdom and honor. You did yourself bogus, all right? Once again, Ecclesiastes the 10th chapter, dead flies cause the ointment of the apothecary to send forth a stinking savor. So does the little folly in him that is in reputation for wisdom and honor. All right? A wise man's heart is in his right hand, but a fool's heart is in his left. All right? And then also thinking about that, you know, hey man, they're bums, they don't have a building, they don't have this, they don't have that. That's because y'all took a bag. Y'all took a bag. It says that, so I'm gonna make this point, and then that's gonna be it. But actually, as a matter of fact, it should be right here. Folly, bam, right here. The 6th verse. It says, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in a low place. Yes, for us to have the wisdom, the knowledge, and the understanding, all right, this also explains it. You know, I've seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. So if they understand what our position is not to be here and to be rich, then they should really, I mean, where's the joke at, really? Where's the joke at, man? Because I don't get it. I don't think it's funny. It's not funny. They don't have a building. They don't have this. They don't have that. Man, that pissed me off so damn bad, man. You know what? And man, y'all suck for it, dude. For real. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in a low place. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth, man, and y'all ain't even got no respect into that. But you know what? My teachers and my elders, my apostles, all right, the men that teach me daily, you know what they're like? This is what they're like. And this is what is a fantastic example, right? Hebrews, the 10th chapter, 11th chapter. Hebrews, bam. Hebrews, the 11th chapter, all right? Look. By faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of our power than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. And that's all you're doing. You took the bag, and all that's going to do is that just allowed for you to enjoy pleasures of sin for a season. That's it. But liken unto great millstone, my elders and my teachers and my apostles, it says, hey, even in this example here, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of our power than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season, esteeming the reproach of Hamashiach greater riches than the treasures in Egypt. For he had respect unto the recompense of the reward. By faith he forsook Egypt, not fearing the wrath of the king, for he endured as seeing him who is invisible. And even when we speak one another, even when it gets fired up and it gets into a lesson and it gets across over to your camp and you get to hear it, you're not getting ready to find nothing slanderous as far as lies. And just to make sure that I cover that field, just so that way I cover that field, I have seen videos that have been taken back and that have been pulled down if they're incorrect. And there you go. So anyway, just with that, I'm going to end it. You know, this is watch your mouths, fear the Lord, and offend not any of his little ones. I'll say that much. You know, that's it. So, yeah, no, that's it. first and foremost, I want to say all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakakwadash. Next double honors to the elder apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered abroad, and for those that are searching out their salvation with fear and trembling before the names of Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai. This is Yahweh Shai Nawana, and Salakia, I must get this last scripture here. I don't know why I didn't have this, I don't know why I didn't cue this one. Matthew 12 and 36. Matthew, the 12th chapter, the 36th verse. All right. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. All right. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. All right. Wisdom of Salakia. Wisdom of Solomon, the 6th chapter, in the NLT. Or is this the NLT or is this New Revised Standard Version? Yeah. For the lowliest may be pardoned in mercy, but the mighty will be mightily tested. For the Lord of all will not stand in awe of anyone. Man, hold on. All right, let me read this. Wisdom of Solomon, the 6th chapter, and from the 6th verse until it fits, and then we're going to close it. For the lowliest may be pardoned in mercy, but the mighty will be mightily tested. For the Lord of all will not stand in awe of anyone or show difference to greatness, because he himself made both small and great, and he takes thought for all alike. But a strict inquiry is in store for the mighty. So to you then, O monarchs, my words are directed, so that you may learn wisdom and not transgress. And there you go. I'm going to leave it there. So all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakakwadash. Next double honors to the elder apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Only peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered abroad and searching out their salvation with fear and trembling before the names of Yahweh Wa Yahweh Shai. This is Yahweh Shai Nawana. Until next time, Abaratazah, stay prayed up. Shalom.